Hey y'all, Lost Sandman R35 coming at you from Two Guys Reviews, and this is not Zombie Talk. Oh no, this is our new series. This is Battle Talk. And in this series, we're going to do basically everything relating to multiplayer first-person shooters, mainly focusing on Battlefield 3, but we will do others, such as Black Ops 2. And to get started off, I just want to say that this is my very first game of the new Aftermath. We are playing in Epicenter, and I have not played Battlefield 3 for, anywhere between 2 and 3 months. And I completely forgot about Aftermath, so I just figured I'd touch up upon it. I'm shaking a lot of rust off. The controls, like, as soon as I started, I was like, oh my god, the controls feel completely different. So bear with me here. I actually do get a kill just a second here before I actually got killed by someone, so I was actually impressed with that. So I am shaking off the rust. So this is the very first time I've played this map, very first time I've played Aftermath. And I'm playing Conquest. I'm currently rocking an M417, and that has the foregrip, the holographic, and the long barrel at the moment. And my secondary, which I don't even bust out, probably because I completely forgot that secondaries are so important in this game, is a 1911 suppressed. So what can I say about Aftermath right now? Well, I've only played one game, and it was okay. I mean, I went 6 and 12, so I mean, like, bear with me. This isn't like the greatest footage ever, but I just wanted to get a feel for it. But one of the things that I immediately noticed as soon as I came back to Battlefield was how wonderful it was to be playing a pure shooter again, where guns have recoil and like real recoil, and it was just it's just refreshing all over again. I'm glad I did take a break from it, because now it seems like I'm going to be playing this a lot more. One of the things I did hear about was the FAMAS. Apparently got souped up and apparently is very awesome now. I'll have to confirm that. Oh, it's horrible, got knifed. But I have to confirm that for myself about the FAMAS. I heard that the 416 got minorly, I guess, nerfed. I haven't noticed a difference, but yet again, I haven't played this for months. I was using the 416 way back to the very beginning, that and the M16, both, but I always liked the M416 because I'm an HK fan, and it was similar to the M16 as well. So I did that before it became the God gun. So it's no surprise to me that it seems to me that it's still a very good gun to use. Now, as far as some other news that's coming out, I do apologize for not having a video out in almost a week. I was under the weather, and my co-host, Chewas30, is severely under the weather. I just had a cold, basically, with some other nifty complications with that, and he wound up with pancreatitis. Don't ask me how he wound up with pancreatitis. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. It has nothing to do with, if you look it up on the internet, what pancreatitis is basically your digestive system decides to work backwards. He's in a lot of pain right now, but he's got some medication that he's taking. He may possibly need surgery, and that's why you haven't heard from him in a while. That and the fact that we both live in separate locations and our schedules don't seem to match up very well. We currently are working on a lot of zombie-related projects, but at this point it's touch and go. So he's saying that he may very well put out a video something zombie related as well very shortly. That'll be interesting because it'll be his very first solo video, so hopefully he doesn't completely screw up the channel. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I don't think he'll completely screw up the channel. He knows what he's talking about. Basically, what we've been having on his end is computer issues. His computer now won't recognize any kind of microphone whatsoever. We've tried about 5 different microphones, and apparently nothing is working. So we'll have to see if we could figure that out. He is due for a new computer, so he'll be joining us shortly. And we'll be back to being actually Two Guys Reviews and not just me as the single host of Two Guys Reviews. So, let me know what you think about Aftermath. If you're a Battlefield 3 player, if you're not a Battlefield 3 player, let me know why. I enjoy the war between Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Black Ops. I love them both. I was not a fan of Modern Warfare 3. I'll say that right now. Modern Warfare 3 was one of those where the novelty of that game wore off on me within a week, and literally I traded it straight in almost after a week. I was like, oh, okay, you know, the story wasn't as awesome as I thought it was going to be. The multiplayer seemed like Modern Warfare 2.5. They didn't really change anything. I mean, it was just a complete letdown for me. And then I discovered Battlefield, and that's why I'm a Battlefield fan. I think the gun dynamics are spot on. I think the graphics are better with Frostbite 2 as opposed to now. And correct me if I get this wrong or not, but I believe that. Oh, check this out. Ready for this? There's going to be a dude that's going to fly right the fuck out of nowhere, and I had no idea what that was going on. Or maybe it's not this part, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it wasn't that part. Maybe it was earlier. I'm actually, like, only half paying attention to the video. Or maybe it's later, who knows. But, yeah, it's interesting how I became a Battlefield 3 fan, because it just seemed much more realistic to me, much more pure. You know, no kill streaks. Yes, you can hop into a jet or a helicopter and start taking people out that way, but then again, you have to have skill with both of those in order to kill people. I mean, if you just, you know, decide to hop into a jet, I think the first time I hopped into a jet on this thing, I did like a 180 into the ground and like lawn darted the thing. I mean, you actually have to, you know, get some actual skill playing, especially with the helicopter. That's an interesting beast to fly. But overall, and just after playing one map, it seems to me that this is a pretty good add-on. I still am not sure if they added any new guns or camo or anything like that. I'm sure they did. I think there's a new game mode called Scavenger. I don't think that was around when Armored Kill came out. Armored Kill for me was actually a big letdown. Us PS3 and Xbox 360. There's the guy who flew out of nowhere. And he just straight up flew out of nowhere. It was an interesting idea. Like, just completely freaked me out. I was like, okay. You know, random flying person. So, coming up, we do have, I will be doing another zombie video right after this one. Literally right after this one. I got the footage all ready to go, and that is going to be an update to my solo/multiplayer strategy for Transit. It's just a little update to the original video regarding that. I also have another video coming out after that that's already done and just needs the commentary added to it with every single buildable in the game. I thought that would be a useful thing for people who don't know where some of the buildable stuff is, or just have not ever built every single entire thing in one game. I've seen so many people post videos of the buildables, and they just showed the buildables that are at the bus stops and not everything that you could build. And in this video, it is literally everything. It's going to be a long video. It's about half an hour long, but at least you'll be able to see where everything is and how to build it and what it does. And that also includes the table with the nav card reader, which does nothing at the moment, and the rock and all that nifty stuff. So that's all in there as well. And after that, we are going to attempt to do another underused weapon zombie series. And I am desperately trying to get crappy weapons. Now, I actually did one that was with both sniper rifles, but Chewis wanted to do that one all by himself, so I said, hey, go for it, man, and he's gonna put that out there for you. So, with that in mind, we did lose this game. We were trying hard, but it didn't work out in the end. So we lost the game, and I went 6-12, which isn't bad for having not played Battlefield 3 for 3 months, and everyone I was playing as is, level 100 Colonel, who, has probably been playing Aftermath for like an entire month now, and this is a good kill assist. I thought that should have been a kill, but oh well. It was worth the suicide at least. So, that's our up-and-coming stuff. I will start delving into more of the weapons in Battlefield 3 and start talking about what I'd like to see in Battlefield 4. I've already mentioned it in some of our previous videos where if you've ever played Battlefield 3 and you're on Metro and you're playing Rush, and the very first two MCOMs that you come up to, once you arm those and they explode, something happens where they call in an airstrike and they bomb the hell out of the one corner of the map, and that's how you get into the subway tunnel. And I'm hoping that they continue to do stuff like that, where whether it's Rush or Conquest or whatnot, where if you wind up hitting or getting, some MCOMs down or getting some Conquest items or Conquest, man, I can't even think what the hell I'm trying to say. You start doing a lot of stuff in Conquest where you've taken over a bunch of positions that you are rewarded with some sort of animatic or something that shows that you have achieved something. Now, I'm not talking kill streaks. I'm talking about awesome stuff that happens in the background. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, and until next time, this is Lost Sandman saying peace out. Bye, bye.